Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to Porch Time, live from JTH Construction Studio, where some of us tried to sleep in the afternoon and it didn't work out very well. But Paragon Homecoming in the house tonight. Rick and Heather, we'll talk to them momentarily. I still can't believe it's that time of year, but let me real quick address our sponsors. American Basement Solutions, Larry Ralph's Group, 1-877-409-2837. Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Drink the Creek, Cedar Creek, going on right now is Toy Factory and Jam Box. It was a makeup concert for back in July. And I think next week, August 6th, you have Earth to Mars and Soul Street. And I believe the Earth to Mars band is a Bruno Mars tribute band. So that'll be fun. Findhelp.org, that's Judge Williams' group. Get on there and look around. It's domestic issues, money issues. Get on there and see how they can help you. Bland Boys Lawn Care, 765-315-9656. Wayman's Furniture Supplies and Mattress, 765-342-4339. Wellspring, 765-346-6661. Of course, Stid's Comfort Systems, 765-346-0195. Who's Your Web Nerd? 317-640-4398. And Logan's Cosmos Hair Diva, 765-318-3388. September 2nd will be here before we know it. And how are we doing tonight, guys?
Doing good.
It's Paragon Homecoming time.
It is.
And I cannot believe it. And I know you guys.
It went by fast.
It's less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
We're here.
Now, is this the 100th, the 101st? Or we're
at the 98.
98 right now.
We're 2 years away.
When you guys got involved with this, did you ever think you'd still be doing it? How long have you been doing it, Rick?
I graduated in 75 and got on the board shortly after, so a day or two. Yeah.
Did you imagine?
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not. I wanted to help. My parents helped. My in-laws helped. So I just kind of followed in with them. And then I've helped aggressively, and then I kind of laid off and just did the emceeing.
But it's a family event for you.
It sure is.
And a community event for both you guys, obviously.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What about you, Heather?
I think that it's pretty close to 20 years now. I mean, like he said, same thing. My relatives have all been on it, and so I just kind of followed suit to help keep it up, keep the tradition, bring the family home thing. So,
but it keeps growing, baby steps. Some years, I think.
Yeah.
And it seems like you have a lot of stuff going on down at Paragon right now.
We do.
Mr. Wood with the track is definitely, and that is as you see the cover. I think this is the right book.
This is the right book.
The right book.
You have the right book.
Mr. Wood has on the cover there. Paragon Speedway, and massive changes going on down there.
Mm-hmm.
Really making some big improvements.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you guys have in store, if you would, dates and times and places.
I'll let you read that one, Rick.
she's
I'm
good.
delegating.
She's good.
She's president this year, so you can see she likes to
I'm going to delegate.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's the 98th, and COVID kind of threw us a curve a couple years ago, and it has been going on for 98 years. And the COVID year, we didn't want to not have one, so we did a one-day outdoor, kept everybody in chairs, out apart.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yep. So we could keep it going, and then last year we brought it back. We dropped Monday. Monday had always been. People were tired. Parents were out of money by Monday. So we thought, well, coming off the COVID year, we would try just a 3-day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and went over well. Went really well. Everybody got to rest up on Monday, and kids were back home getting ready for school on Tuesday. So
unfortunately,
so we decided to do that again this year, to do the 3-day, Friday through Sunday, and so here we are. We're going to kick it off Friday night.
Do you guys like the 3-day better?
I definitely like the 3-day better.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I do. It's just that if you have a ride company, and we can talk about this later, but ride companies want you to be there Monday because they need to sell as many tickets, wristbands, and be.
I see what you're saying.
But we've lost the the rides because of the COVID, because of the fuel, because of the economy. We've lost rides. We've got some bounce houses coming.
we
So-
also really lost the rides, honestly, because we're just not big enough
Our
for,
community's small.
Sure.
to make the money. They're making the money.
Well, I mean, that was part of the
Elsewhere.
issue with the fair,
Yep.
which was dictating when they did their fair was based
Exactly.
on when the carnival
Right.
could be there.
Well,
Yep.
the carnival, they'll make or break you on that. People don't realize, if they're somewhere else and can't be there, you have to go with them at that time. And there's sometimes even some carnivals you can't bring in certain vendors like food or
Sure.
or merchandise.
They wanna
or,
dictate.
They
yes,
do.
and they do.
I heard, now this was something I heard last year. There was only like 3 or 4 valid carnivals, and I'm not going to get into validity, but reasons
Right.
why across
Yeah,
not only the state, but kind of in the Midwest.
right.
And when you say, hey, next year we need you this date, they've already got next year booked.
Oh, they've got.
They've
And
already
after
been
that,
somewhere
yeah.
for years,
Yeah.
and they know what they have
Yeah.
there. So
They know what they make and everything.
Yeah.
So it's
So
really
to ruffle
hard.
that feather or make that wave, it's a chain reaction
Yeah.
Mhm.
across the board.
Yes.
So that's
and the help situation,
Yeah.
they're having terrible
that.
time getting help.
What I was going to say is I heard they were down to 3 because one couldn't get any workers
Mhm.
to work,
Yeah.
Yes.
so they were done,
Yeah.
closed it up.
Yeah. We go up to the Fair and Festival Convention every year.
Okay,
And every year there's less and less ride
Yeah.
companies up there to talk to. So,
wow.
But
and like you said, they're always
I mean,
all
we
booked.
have some bounce houses and we have some games
Yep.
and we have some things for the kids. It's evolving and it's changing. It's not what it used to be. But there's a lot more food vendors this year. There's
Craft
more
vendors.
craft vendors. So it's kind of changing, evolving into more of a craft and fair like that. So
And you know what? Maybe in a couple of years you can bring back some of the rides or something like that.
Yeah.
But this is what it is right now.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Well, at least you got something coming back in.
And
Yes.
we still have the free entertainment. We've even added some more free entertainment.
Oh, we got to hear
so-
about that.
Yeah, more bands.
The word "free" is always good.
Exactly.
You know.
And you know our friend Rick Alexander.
Yes, sir.
You know, he had retired for several years. Well, he's decided it's time to get the band back together.
Unretire.
So they are unretired and they are back together and they'll be at the homecoming, I believe, Sunday at 2:00.
Mhm.
Sunday at 2:00. So they will be fun. And,
2 to 4.
Then they haven't played anywhere else, but or-
They have only done one other gig, and that was out at Rick's house at the Neighbors for the 4th of July. So we are
So you're stage number 1 then.
Yeah.
we're excited. We are excited. Yeah.
You have a very active book with lots of sponsors that I'm jealous of. You did well there. Okay, here's
Heather
the
and Mary worked very hard to get
I
this
said,
book.
people see me coming, they start hiding already.
Start locking the
Hey,
door.
It's that little,
Hey.
it's that little McFarland girl hide.
You know, we and we're both in the same boat on this. When you're trying to get sponsors, whether it be for a show or for an event, you have to be. I got my foot in the door. We're gonna ask.
Persistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
Yes.
because it's a tax write-off for a lot of businesses if you
Yes.
get them early enough,
Mhm.
and sometimes kindness of their heart and things like that.
Yeah.
But to make your things function, to make
Yeah.
shows like this go, got to pay bills, and you guys, I couldn't imagine that. I could not imagine. I've
We don't want to get into that
yeah.
part of this. We don't want to get in that side.
well, I was on
But it
fall
takes a lot.
foliage for a
Yeah.
while,
It-
and
It takes a lot to put it together. And
I
people
was,
don't understand that.
I was
Amazed at the stuff that
at the fall foliage. It was at the level that they did, the amount of money that they had to spend
Yeah.
or take in to
Yes.
cover everything that they
Yep.
did. You can't comprehend it.
Uh-uh.
And when you get, and I explain it like this years ago, when you could call, and Tipton always comes down. When you say, "Hey, Tipton, you guys come to the fall foliage? Can't wait. We love going there."
Yeah.
Now, yeah, we'll come, but we're gonna have to. We need X amount of dollars
Yeah.
because our bus driver's union.
Yeah.
He's got to get paid his union dues on the day that they drive down there.
Yeah.
They have to provide food for the kids for breakfast and lunch because now, and we have to provide that now.
Telling me he's talking the band, though, that's a very sore subject.
Well, I'm just saying,
but it is what it is.
You didn't hear that 25 years ago.
Right.
No? We're coming.
You
We
make
got
a
it.
phone call.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Hey,
Now it's
I've
talk to
done,
my agent. 10 pages of paperwork to sign.
Oh, yeah.
Send a check.
Yes.
3 weeks in advance.
Then you got to send it before the school board because you're sending their property.
Yeah.
I've
down
tried
to-
for years to get the band back to our parade that everybody has a fit about, and it's been 17 years at least that I've tried, and I've been through the school board, I jumped through many hoops, and still can't get them to come.
What's happened.
Mhm.
So when you see the parades, like you guys are events you have, or the fall foliage, and you see a band in there, just know that somebody had to jump through hoops to get
Yeah.
them to come,
I've been
That's right.
trying to jump
even
through
if it's a
them
5
hoops.
mile drive.
Yeah. Well, I told them we'd even pick them up for free, but
Yeah.
and that still
we have a
didn't
bus.
even
No.
fly.
Because your insurance doesn't cover that.
No,
so,
but
you know what I mean?
I told him, hey, the school insurance would cover, and I'd do it for free. You wouldn't have to pay me.
Right.
But that still didn't fly. So I'm like you. I'm like it's been rough. I'm trying. I mean, we do have the cheerleaders coming to the parade this year with the football team.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
I told him,
That's cool.
the band really needs to be there with them to, boost that morale again, the pepness of it.
What
so I'm
if
crossing my
you can't get
fingers.
them? What about the community band?
I have reached out to them a time or two as well, and they,
I'll say something to Bruce.
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Maybe that could pull
Maybe somebody's
off.
on from the show right now, the community
yeah,
band.
please.
Yeah.
If you can't get the high school band, the community band is basically a lot of former band members
Right.
that
Yes.
have played
Right.
in it. So,
So
Yes.
that would be
They're
great.
Fun. They're fun to listen to.
Oh, yeah, they're a good
They're
group.
a good group. Yep.
so music seems to be the theme this year, or a lot of anyway. And I'm looking at some of these bands, and I see one that I definitely cannot. I'm just glancing. I'll let you guys get into specifics, but the Isaac family. We've had them in here, and that little gal eventually is going to take over that band completely because she is phenomenal.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
unbelievable.
Very.
They were there last year. We had a
Yeah.
contest,
Yeah.
Battle of the Bands.
Yeah,
And when the kids signed up, everybody thought, "Oh, that's really cool. They'll never win, but that's really cool."
yeah,
And they came. We had a preliminary where
Yeah.
they come on, and some got eliminated, and 3 went on.
right.
Well, when they went the first time through, they were fun, but they didn't think they would win, or at least there was folks in the audience that didn't think. But they came and brought their A game and
Oh, yeah.
kicked
Oh, yeah.
butt
Oh, yeah.
and won hands down.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fun. So that was part of the winnings, was that they come back this year. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had them in here, and they kill it, and then they go to the Christmas event last year and they kill it, and then
Yeah.
we did the finals for our Star Search, and we had them come on and sing, and I mean every time you hear them, they're like these kids are
They're good.
amazing.
They
Very
are.
good.
And that little gal gets better
Yeah.
and better and better,
Yeah.
and then you're just like,
Yeah.
it's going to be her show here real soon
Yeah.
if it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
already. So that's a fun one
They
right
are,
there.
They are fun.
So what's opening night is Friday, September 2nd. Is that what we're looking at?
Yep.
Yes.
And that's the opening festivities and playing the tap. So Bruce is going to be down there.
Bruce will be there, or usually he's up here on the square, and
I can't remember her name.
but they send
either,
somebody
but-
down.
Sandra
Yeah,
or what?
yeah.
Yeah, yes.
And then, I talked to Jerica Wilson and asked her if she would come sing national anthem. She said, yeah. She said, this is my 7th year. I said, there is no way. She said, yeah, I sang that for the first time when I was 11. She says, I'm getting ready to be 18. I'm like, how can you do that? So yeah, she's
Make you feel old there, real quick.
yeah, real quick. Yeah.
So you've got some Mr. Ed's DJs, sponsored by Diamond Solutions, from 6 to 8, and then crowning ceremony. And what's involved in that?
That's our royalty.
Yeah.
We have someone that's we have a queen, a junior queen. We have a hostess, baby prince, baby princess.
Now, are those competitions? Have
So
they went
those are
on yet?
competitions. They are.
They're raising money right now.
They
and
win by the most amount.
and they
raising
have
money.
worked their tails off, quite a few of them.
Yeah, they had a
they're
car
working.
wash today in the rain, and there was cars lined up.
Really?
It was raining.
Bake
So,
sales
with them,
have been going on forever.
they have
You
worked
go down
their
to
tail
Paragon on the weekend, you won't find no place without a bake sale going right now.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's fantastic.
lots of good
though.
food too.
Yep. Yeah, lots of banana bread and chocolate chip cookies.
Nothing wrong with that. And then Indy Annie's 8:30 to 12. You got to tell me what that is.
That is, they're right here on this. They're a girls band. They do have a guy in there I see featured. They're from Indy. And,
5-piece female-driven country band from Indianapolis with Nashville roots. Wow.
They won Battle of the Bands at 8 Second Saloon.
Oh, did
it
they?
says, and I think it says the 2022 maybe they did. So, you know, everybody said they were really good. They sounded pretty good on the demo I got. So I was like, you know, we need some new stuff. We wanted to hear something new for a change, and we've not had no women band groups hardly. You know, they're
Right.
mostly men.
Well,
so
that's fantastic.
I'm like,
be fun.
let's get some women in here for a change.
That's one thing that we kept hearing over and over is try somebody new. Let's get some different sound.
Sure.
And
I can understand that. So that's a very fulfilling Friday night right there.
we usually
Yes.
go to midnight. Yeah, our bands usually go 8 or 8:30 to midnight on each night.
And then Saturday mornings kicks off bright and early with the townwide yard sales. Easy
Yep.
for me to say.
Yep.
8 a.m. to 2, and then you got the Lions Breakfast Club, or Lions
Lions
Club.
Club breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
Just
we could make a club out of it.
We
That-
could.
that
I
would be
mean,
great.
is that pancakes? Is that what we're serving up
I
right
think
there?
they usually do biscuits and gravy and sometimes pancakes,
Yeah.
but the Lions Club, I'm sure they would be glad for you to make it a club for them because they're down to 2 members at Paragon, and they really would.
Really?
They're really needing help
Yeah,
desperately. So, yeah, they they would love for you to club them up.
Now, I wonder if enrollment is down. I know there's a couple different Lions clubs here in town, and I'm sure they're all related. That's interesting to know. So, if you want to be a member of the Lions Club of Paragon, get a hold of somebody that's a member,
Mhm.
and I'm sure they're looking for help.
They are looking for help.
they're on Facebook. You can find them on Facebook.
So, Saturday, September 3rd, you have your car show, and it's registrations from 9 to 10. And where is that located at?
That'll be at the homecoming office at 209 West Union Street
In Paragon.
in Paragon. Just come to Paragon. You'll find it.
You can't miss it. That's why I always tell everybody,
Yeah.
you know, it's the main road through town.
Yep.
Right there in this big city.
Yeah.
Blink,
So-
blink your eyes, you done missed it.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
If you get to the JW Joe signs, turn around.
Yeah.
And then the car show, sponsored by Pap's Garage, starts at 11 a.m.
Mhm.
Where is that being held at? The actual car show is that the
They
school?
close the street. No, they close
No,
the
it's
street.
right there.
Right there on
in the
Union
main
Street.
Okay.
Yep,
Yep.
right there on the main street.
Yep, they just line them up down the street.
Fantastic. So right there off the main drag.
Mm.
And then at 11 o'clock also you get the kids' Power Wheel Derby. That sounds like fun.
Which is the electric power wheels, and they put a balloon on the front and the back, and they just block off a chunk of the street. Parents stand around and they just go at each other and try and pop each other.
Little derby.
Oh, so this is like the Mario Kart game where you race around with the balloons on the front and you try to pop each other's
Yep.
balloons.
Yes.
Yep.
But it's the Barbie cars. Is that what they're in?
Barbie
Yeah,
cars
you
and
cannot-
Barbie Jeeps.
and-
Yeah, Jeeps. You can't do a 4-wheeler because you got the legs exposed. So it
Sure,
has
sure.
to be some type of car or Jeep. Or
That's
Barbie car.
fantastic.
Yeah. Now,
New this
and we've
year.
added a curve. If you'll read on to the next one.
Adult.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
now this is where this could be fun.
That I think will be fun to watch.
Yes.
I hope I can make it down there in time.
At noon. So immediately after the kids get done destroying things, and the adults really
What
show
they'll
them how
probably
to
do
it.
is change the battery in their kids' car and put the adults. But rumor has it that Michael Dent has a car for him and a car for me. So,
Well,
so
that's
we'll
even,
see.
So you're in.
We'll see.
So
I don't
that's
see how the
even better.
knees are going to go inside the car. But we'll
Right,
see how
right.
that's
You have to
gonna
cut the hood
How
off.
that's going to work.
I'm like, yeah, that'd be kind of rough.
That's a phenomenal there.
Yeah.
Then 12 to 1 o'clock, we spoke about a minute ago, the Isaac Family Band. If you've not seen them, they're amazing.
Definitely.
Really are.
Kids are just incredible.
Now, let's throw this out there right now. Tom is doing all of the sound.
Okay.
Tom Henson.
Tommy Henson.
Yeah, he's coming down Friday, and he'll have his sound there all the time. So he just enhances everything that
Oh
goes
yeah,
on.
he's a genius when it comes to that stuff.
He is.
Then the judging for the car shows at 12:30. Then you have Silly Safari's live animal show, sponsored by Paragon Christian Church and Whitaker Baptist Church. You're gonna have to tell us about that.
Tell them, Heather. I see their gospel. They've been making the rounds. They're very popular.
They are very popular. They were actually out at the Morgan County Fair as well. and they do most of the PTO schools
Go to
events
the
too.
schools.
You know, they
Yep.
come in, bring their live animals for the kids to get a pet and stuff,
Okay.
and they do a little program. They do I don't know if it's kind of like the learning about the animals, and then at the end you can come up and pet them and stuff and get closer with them. But
It's a family fun show.
It's
The kids love
definitely
that
family
stuff.
fun show.
Yeah.
But did I see a snake? Or did I see
Well,
an iguana?
come
What did I
on.
see?
I mean,
Something come out of
he
the box.
brings different
I have to pass
things.
on- I have to pass on
you
the
know,
snake.
I really like the owl. I'm hoping he brings the owl. I'm
Yes.
infatuated with their owl. He
Yep.
is so neat.
Yeah, that would be cool to see the snake, not so much.
Maybe it was an iguana.
I think they have a snake as well, but you know, a lot of kids like snakes. I guess
They do.
They do.
And I don't know what the deal is with
I
that.
don't either.
Me either.
They've not been out in the woods for 5 hours and step on one.
Yeah,
Trust
they
me.
want to wrap it around you and everything. They
Yeah.
bring one
Yeah.
of those big items. No thanks.
After that, 5 to 8, you have WCWO Wrestling,
Yes, we
which
do.
I'm not familiar with that.
They're out of Indy.
Yeah, they are out
They
of
have a
Indy.
portable stage,
That ought to be
They got
fun.
their
and they
little-
set it up right in the street.
Now, have they been there before at the Paragon Homecoming?
They have, but it's been a few years.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna find that paper there. Oh,
I don't know. I
yeah,
didn't-
they
I
have a
didn't see
little
it.
ad in here.
Do they?
Yeah, it's just a matter of where he stuck or where it was sticking. I don't remember where it was.
I'm looking too. I don't.
You know, I used to think
Yeah, I
that wrestling
think it's
that the
up here.
kids really enjoyed that, but you know what? After seeing it at the homecoming,
There it
there's
is.
as many adults.
Oh,
that
middle-aged
get into
men
it.
still.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Still look for Hulk Hogan and The Rock and
Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
Randy
they
Macho
do
Man.
the-
And
They do. It's right here. They do tag team events as well.
okay,
So it's pretty fun.
that's 5 to 8 on Saturday night, September 3rd.
The main stage.
You know, Saturday's kind of more of our a lot of kid themed things we tried to get. There's a few adult things, right?
Well, when the kids want to go see it, they'll bug the parents enough to when they have to
Right.
go. So
Yeah, that's
Right.
then at 8 p.m. you got Tom Henson Band, and that's from 8 to 12.
Yep.
And you can't go wrong there with Tommy and his crew. They're amazing.
yes, they are.
Then you kick into Sunday. Sunday at 10 a.m. you got church services with the Paragon Christian Church. Then of course the Lions Club dinner is 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And do we know what they're serving there?
Chicken and noodles, homemade chicken and noodles.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I said. That's what I'm talking about
Mashed
too.
taters.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Got the cornhole registration starts at 12:30, and the cornhole tournament starts at 1. Sponsored by Coral Realty. So that's probably a big event.
That is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an adult
It is.
event.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they get
they-
serious.
Oh, I bet you
They
they do.
definitely
I
do.
bet
Well, you know,
they
you
do.
start talking cash, which
You know, I used to think that the cash, but now I'm thinking that little plaque to put on the wall. 'cause
It's
It's
some guys-
competition.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
competition.
Oh, 100%.
Brian Goss, he runs that for us.
yes,
he?
yes, he
And,
does.
It's serious stuff. Yeah.
That'd be
There's
interesting to
about,
watch.
What, 22, 25 teams
yeah,
that show up?
Usually they're usually over 20 every year. So,
That's phenomenal.
like you said, they really like cornhole.
Oh yeah. And then next, and we'll get into the racing stuff here in a minute, but 2 to 5 meet and greet your favorite race driver. And are we talking from the Paragon area speedway, so to speak?
So far,
whoever you can
yes,
get in?
whoever wants to come. So if
Yeah.
you have any race car drivers out there that want to
Want to come in there?
come on down.
Yeah, we'll have plenty of room.
Plenty of
Bring your
room.
car.
Yep. Told them bring your car, bring your merchandise. If they have merchandise they like to sell, you know, their fan gear,
Sure.
shirts,
Yeah.
hats.
Have you got Jace Cooper down there yet?
I have not, but I'm
Mr.
glad you reminded me because
him
I'll
and,
be
him
sending.
and Bells. They seem to run. I think Bells still runs, but I know Jace runs, and
he's down
he's-
there in that area, right
he's
by the track now. So
phenomenal. Yeah.
I'll send him a message, see if
Yeah.
he'd like to come.
If he's not running, I wouldn't
Yeah.
imagine. Well, Sunday might be. Would depend.
That's why I said
there are
that's a hit
some
and
races
miss.
on Sunday, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But you take just the Paragon area with the Paragon track, there's race cars within
Every
a 2 mile
type of
radius
racing
everywhere.
vehicle you can think of.
Yes.
You got sprint car, you got
Yep.
late models, you got great stock. It's amazing.
Modifieds and
Yeah.
all
Quads and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, motorcycles.
Yeah.
dirt bikes.
I know there'll be a quarter midget there.
Yeah, you got that quarter midget on a page in here. You'll
Right,
like to
yeah,
see that
right.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 to 4, you have the Deadline Band. I've not heard of them,
That's
but
Rick Alexander.
is that Rick's?
Mhm.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
And-
he's got his little bio in here too.
Rick Dave Lemons, Jeff Lewis, Dave Smith. Oh, Rich Mapargo's on there too. So I guess.
And they have a horn section. I mean, they have a
Yeah.
whole group of. Yeah,
I'm excited because I like country music. I'll say this, but not as well as I like the other kind of. I'm more of a rock kind of person myself. So
I can go either way.
I'm looking forward to hearing some stuff besides country music.
I can hear some Van Halen, and then I can go to Toby Keith and not miss a beat.
Yeah.
So,
But with Rick's band, I mean, he lived in Paragon back when he was doing music full time.
sure.
And we had him at Homecoming. We used to pull in 2 semi-trailers, and that was the stage.
Yeah.
And set him up there. And then one year it rained, and the Paragon school made the mistake of letting us in there with Rick's band. And we let everybody in free. We packed that place. And I'm sure if the janitor was there, they was probably pulling their hair out. Nothing got tore up.
He quit that night.
But I
bet.
mean, the place was jamming. That music was bouncing off those concrete walls.
Hey, that's good stuff.
Oh my!
We're never asked to go back. We
Right.
do better.
Then after the deadline band from 2 to 4, you have Gentry martial arts demonstration team from here in town,
Yes,
and they are always fun to watch.
yes, they are.
Yes,
I
they are.
enjoy them.
And then to close it out, you've got the parade, and then the awards, and the Tyler Poland Volunteer Railroad.
That's a band.
Yep.
Is that a band?
That is the
That's
band.
the ending band. Okay.
Mhm.
You got the parade, awards, and then the band.
Yep.
Parade starts at 6. What if somebody wanted to get in that parade?
They can.
Still get a hold of you? Still
Yep.
got time?
Oh yeah, or they can even show up
They
that
can show
day
up.
And just get
and
in.
get
about
in
5
5
o'clock.
5 o'clock, 5:30, 5:15.
5:50.
I'll
It
tell you
rolls out
this.
at 6. Come on the
That's
tail.
right. It rolls out at 6. I'm not too bad on that. I'm like, as long as you're here long enough. But I do leave when I say 6. It starts at 6 and it's rolling.
But I'm going to say this. When you think, and maybe this is only in my mind because I'm old school and I'm a patriotic person. When you think of small town USA and you want to put together something that's for your community and you put it inside that little box, this is what I think of. Heck, come on, be in the parade.
Yeah,
But I don't live here. I didn't ask that. I said, come be in the parade.
right.
Stop and get you some mashed taters and chicken and noodles, you know?
Yes.
But that's what this country's about, and that's what small town USA is about.
Yes.
And bigger towns, bigger cities, we do bigger parades and things like this. But this is the heart and the soul of America, which keeps us going. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I know that
definitely.
others will not see that point of view, no matter beat them over the head with a log. But this is community at its best.
Yes.
And you put your military right
And
up
your
front.
LEOs,
And you
and-
put your
yep.
your volunteer
Yep.
firemen
Yep.
and police officers right up behind them.
100%.
And most people stand up,
Yep.
salute them, or put their hand on their heart because that's what it's about.
Yep.
What it's about.
And that's why I hope little events like yours never go away.
And then people decorate their golf carts. Kids decorate their bikes. That's the other part of it. They just want to be in the parade. They go out there and
Four wheelers and little dirt
bikes.
bikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun stuff, though.
And
It is.
And there'll be a couple quarter midgets in the parade.
And a race a few horses as well.
Yeah. So we have pooper scoopers.
We never have those.
Right.
That's what when you see the horses, the parade's over because they have to be last. Never have pooper scoopers.
Now you keep mentioning these quarter midgets, but one of the themes, or the main theme this year, at least on the cover, is you have a picture of the Speedway, and what Robert and Daryl have done to Paragon Speedway this year is phenomenal. And the picture, and I think there's been more even done since this photo was taken.
There is.
Yeah.
There is.
Now the top picture was
1954.
with Ed and Bill
Ed and Bill
Shepherd,
Shepherd.
Yeah.
who basically started the track.
Yeah,
It's
and
just a
then
dairy
there's-
farm.
And it's just amazing.
Oh yeah.
My brother's down there every weekend, and I've spoke to Mr. Woodard a few times, and he's just excited, and he keeps ideas, and he really pushing to see what he can do there, and he's making it happen.
And being real helpful for the community. And
Yeah.
our community needs
That
the racetrack.
Yeah.
It makes a difference for all our businesses.
Yeah.
And everything. So, and they're very community oriented. So we love them.
Well, the racing world kind of got away from small town tracks there for a while. I'd say the last 15 years, it kind of been dipping away from it, and you've been losing some of your luster. But hopefully, this is a return to the 80s and 90s version of racing, because there could. You talk football and basketball in the state of Indiana, you could almost throw in racing, because you had Terre Haute, Winchester, Putnamville, Paragon, Bloomington, and I've been to every, and that's not mentioned Kokomo, and you want to keep going north, say on up the way. They were every Friday and Saturday night, or Saturday and Sunday night.
Yeah.
And if you couldn't find one there, just drive over to Eldora and see some of the best racing on the planet.
Yeah.
And that, what was it, 654? Is that when the track was started?
Yeah, it says 54, yeah.
Yeah, we're still friends with the Shepherds.
I'm related to them.
Yeah, you're related, but yeah, the grandson and his mother still live in Phoenix, Arizona. I talk to them on a weekly basis, and they're just so excited about Robert. And
what's going on down there?
What's going on? And Ed, back in his day, I mean, you didn't have Facebook or none of that, but he was quite a promoter.
Right.
You know, he would hire a couple guys to come jump out of an airplane, you know, or he would give one of the derby car or one of the stock cars, you know, give him an extra $100. Hey, when you come down the front stretch, turn it over, you know, roll it up on its top, you know, and they did that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. And then he'd run the reporter the next morning. He'd be up down at the reporter to tell him everything that happened, you know, to get it in the paper, because that's the only way you got it out. Yeah. So he was
racing good. Any PR is good PR, pretty much. And
yes, it is.
That's
so they're excited that the Woods have taken it over and built it back up.
And I'm happy. I'm a old. We used to run around with Bobby Smith when he ran USAC and was Rookie of the Year and wing and non-wing, and he did all that sprint cars, and we had a ball doing that stuff.
Yeah.
And I hope Paragon keeps growing and keeps just getting better every year. I wish they wouldn't let this track over here sit. I wish they'd make that bigger. At the fairgrounds, you could run something there every weekend.
You could do something there all the time.
Quads or something.
Yeah.
But it's that is definitely, it's an expensive, as Coopers and all of them tell you, and anybody that runs, it's expensive. So you got to have your sponsors.
Definitely.
But it's certainly very competitive and fun to watch.
It is. And we're sure glad to highlight them this year for our homecoming too. And they're nice enough. They're not going to have an event this weekend. That Labor Day weekend.
So he's holding off on that weekend.
He's going to hold off so that we can have our homecoming.
Well, that's very nice.
Yeah.
So your Grand Marshal this year is Mary Buttery.
Mary Buttery.
Get that
Mary
right?
Buttery. Yep.
She has been serving on the committee for 22 years.
Still is.
Still is. Yeah, she's still on there.
So she's one of your own for sure.
Yeah.
Paragon Homecoming. She was a Girl Scout leader of Paragon Kids for 12 years, Boy Scout leader for 12-4. She's pretty much done it all, hasn't she?
She has.
And she's got family from here to there.
She does. Everywhere.
Well, she was a riffle, and I don't know if, you know, riffle in Martinsville and Paragon area, you're related to everybody, so.
Yeah, that's sometimes when I read these, I'm waiting for my name to pop up in there on related about half of them.
Yep.
And of course, you have tons of sponsors, and that's where your hard work kicks in. Because I know you're very appreciative of each and every one of your sponsors that jump on this.
Definitely.
And
couldn't put it on without them.
No, people don't understand that it takes every one of them. So,
as they say in basketball, it's no I in team.
Right.
We're a team.
Right. Yeah. Well, I can't believe it's already here. That's what just blows my mind. Less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
It is.
98th. Am I correct in saying that?
That's correct.
Yes.
Yeah, 98th annual.
Yeah.
That is...
Started as a bean dinner at the Paragon Christian Church.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's turned into a festival 98 years later.
Festival. Yeah, they started it that men were going off to war and people were moving out of town, and they wanted to have a bean dinner and invite everybody back that had left, come back just to get everybody back together. And that's kind of what it still carries on, is we invite people back that are from the community, and
that's the homecoming.
And you see people when you're there. You talk to people that you haven't seen for a year, or maybe you haven't seen for 10 years that have moved away, but they come back just to be at the homecoming and visit everybody.
Now, you say Paragon Homecoming, but if they live up by Eminence or Monrovia or something like that, they're more welcome to come down too. Correct?
Definitely.
It's
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, because I can hear. Well, they're not even from. It's when you say Paragon, you can pretty much say just south of Eminence School, up the hall,
That's
just
right.
east of Mooresville, and down to Gosport. So,
Yeah. Well, and the firehouse has their biggest fundraiser. They have a fish fry,
okay,
and
Yeah.
all the firehouses, within
Pitch
100
in.
miles, pitch in and come down and eat.
That's a good
And
deal.
so they draw a big crowd, and they had I think this is about the third year. They have an antique fire truck show. Someone brings a bunch of old fire trucks, and it's really cool, really neat stuff.
We're definitely going to try to get down there this year. Between that and concerts, there's some Cedar Creek's. I think got a couple good shows this year,
Mhm.
and I'm going to try to get out there a couple days. But I'm not going anywhere else. It's either going to be Paragon or there. So
Come down.
we can grab our iPad and run down and cover some
Get you
bits.
some good
Yeah.
food at least, right?
Right?
I mean,
I can't miss fish fries, and if they're making pancakes or biscuits and gravy, I definitely got to go hit
Yep.
that. So
What
gotta
else?
get-
There's ice cream.
yeah, and the funnel, elephant ear funnel
Elephant
cake.
ears,
So yeah, you got to get those.
yeah.
Shish kebabs and
Snow cones.
snow cones. Yeah.
And other than, let's see, pretty much it goes, and I hate doing it this way, but it is. It's fair, Paragon Homecoming, fall foliage, and then we're into.
So we
Yeah.
skipped lazy days. Gosport has lazy days before
Oh.
they
They're
were
finished.
they were last
Last
week.
weekend. Yeah.
See, I
So-
did not know about. I don't even know about lazy days.
Yeah,
I like doing that every day.
Yeah. Gosport, same as Paragon Homecoming Festival. They have live music vendors and stuff, and
Yeah.
Is it very familiar, similar with your homecoming?
it
pretty
is.
much?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
It is. They
They
have
had-
parade and all the
They had
same.
Jake Dodd down one night.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jake was down there.
Jake was down there
Mhm.
one night. Yeah.
He was. I think it was Saturday night.
I think
to
it was.
be
See, I've
exact.
lost track a little bit of him because he's been bouncing all over the planet.
Yeah, he's
but
Yeah.
everywhere.
He works hard.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
does.
he works hard.
This Sunday night band, the Tyler Poe and the Volunteer Railroad.
Mhm.
He actually won 8 seconds to a battle of the bands, but he plays at Mooresville a lot. He's from Mooresville area, but from my understanding, his family is from the Paragon area.
Yeah.
and used to
They've
play
played-
at the
They
homecoming
played at the homecoming.
Really?
years
Yeah.
ago. So
Yeah.
I said that's kind of like you said, back to that small town, hometown feel. Bringing
Oh,
people
yeah.
back and bringing his grandkids back to play is pretty cool.
I
thought.
wonder if he's related to all the Poes from.
Sure he is.
Yeah, it almost
I'm
have
sure.
to be
Yeah.
Poes Cafeteria, which
I
was
don't
still
know.
one
Tell
of the.
him in that case, bring some pie.
Right. Now, see, I go back to one that used to sit over here before they got rid of it for some reason. Was they had the best biscuits on the planet.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could go in there and get
Yeah.
hot rolls that are just. Matter of fact, right near the end, they had a deal where you could call in, like the day before they shut down for Thanksgiving,
and get them.
and order a couple dozen and pick them
Mhm.
up. And I remember doing that. That's.
Kevin, you're telling your age.
Oh,
About
hey,
the post-
hey.
Where the Walgreens is at.
Yeah.
There's people listening that don't have a clue what you're talking about.
I mean, hey,
I just remember.
All right,
getting those
It's
little-
right.
yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just remember getting those little hard monkeys. And
Yeah,
That Brad
And Brad would pass them out. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
got this. I remember getting
Yeah.
those little monkeys. I'm like,
Yeah, and you're
"Let's
like,
Mom, can we go to the place with the monkeys?
yeah,
Yep.
Where'd the monkey come from? And Brad's walking, dropping them off.
My
Yeah.
wife's aunt worked there, and she just did the pies. That's all she did was make pies.
Oh, the pies are the best.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah.
coconut cream pie. Yeah, down, hands down.
There's some things that I can actually say I hate closing. I hated see go bye bye, and one of them is Poe's. I mean, that's Golden Crow would have been next, but that's
Yeah.
just me. But Poe's was a family stop,
Mhm.
and between that and the old Fred's, it seemed like would be the places to go eat when we were growing up. I should
Fred's
say.
was good too.
Yeah.
They have the best crinkle
Had a
fries. the
had a
pies
learning-
just right.
I had a learning lesson at that Poles. I hadn't been married very long, and my wife's birthday, and I made the mistake of having a surprise birthday party,
A
taking
Poe's?
her at Pose, and had
Oh.
about 20 people. I never did that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's good. So Tyler Poe and the Volunteer Band for Sunday, September 4th at 8 p.m. And he has one at 8 seconds.
Yeah.
See, as many people we've had in studio, some I've I know some of the people in the Deadline band, of course. We know the Isaacs and we know Tommy's, but neither one of these Indie Annies, which is just a great name.
Yeah.
5-piece female-driven country band, and then Tyler Poe and the Volunteer Band. I'm looking for names here. I've opened for Henry Lee, Dallas Moore, Frank Foster. I wonder, Rob probably knows every one of them.
I'm sure.
Oh,
it
yeah,
does.
yeah.
Now you've been in here, you've just been lost.
Yeah.
You can tell me.
Yeah.
You're paying attention. So, which I wouldn't doubt it. So, very cool. Well, guys, I would like to say I'm gonna go get down there. Can't say we'll be for the whole thing. I certainly would love to come down Saturday after 12 to 1.
He's got to come watch Rick.
Yeah, I want to. Now that if he's getting in the car, yes, I want to see what Saturday 2:00. He probably won't go until 5. So that is there's something I want to see out there. They got an Ultimate Garth tribute band coming that I've not seen.
Okay.
And I guess this guy is
Good.
Wow.
yeah. If they did a movie about Garth, this guy could play it.
Big one.
So I definitely want to see that, but I'm checking these numbers out here. So noon is the adult, 11 and noon is the adult.
Yeah.
So that is Saturday morning till noon, and then Isaac. So that would be.
Yep, and you
If
can check out the cars.
Yes,
There.
I could get Saturday morning. I'm going to try to come out there.
And if you stuck around at 2:00, you could pet the snake.
No, not that. No.
I told him actually not that. Maybe they would let you.
No,
Yeah,
no, no. There'd have to be money. There'd have to a lot of money exchange hands in. There's a limit. Now, I'm not a big snake fan, but
No, me either.
no. If someone wanted to be a sponsor, let's say this is for next year, or get involved, they don't necessarily have to be from Paragon. Do they? Who they contact? The president, the president
Any of
of the
us.
Paragon Homecoming,
Send us a Facebook message.
Yeah.
and you guys have your page.
We do.
We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And you're
So
always
we're not
looking.
picky. Any of us will respond.
Yeah.
You know, something we were talking about, the economy got tough and sponsorship has been hard.
Mhm.
One of our fellows that passed away last year, Dave Zoller.
Yeah.
A little loved by everybody. The Zoller family has stepped up and they're sponsoring 2 of the bands.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and then Faye Cornett's
He
family.
actually was
They,
a member, though, as well. You did
he was.
mention that,
He
right?
was
He was a member
on
for a long
Homecoming.
time
Yeah.
on
you know,
Homecoming.
just our marshal drove a bus and just,
But there you go, small town USA.
there they go.
Yeah.
Families pitching in and, yeah.
That's phenomenal. So if somebody wants to get, and this goes back to me, you'll get these posts every now and then, not from me, but you'll get, there's nothing to do in this community, and I'd like to help, and nothing to do. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's another example.
Yeah.
We get that with our Facebook page as well.
Yeah.
People,
A lot.
like you said, they
Just-
were
just get
having
help.
a fit about the rides as examples.
Yeah.
We went in, and as I told a few of them, finally, I mean, I didn't want to be mean, but I said, hey, you're
Come
more
help.
than welcome anytime to come join.
Come
Yeah.
help.
We take any member. You don't have to live in Paragon if you
Right.
want to join.
Yeah.
Come join. We need all the help we can get.
I've not been a part of a group that has turned away free help. You know what I mean? And no matter how many people you have,
You always
you
need
always
more.
need help.
It's never enough.
Yep.
Yep.
Because you could have 100 people and 50 of them can't show up on the day when you need them.
Right.
Yep.
Real reason or not. And
Exactly.
then you need that other 50.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, if you want to get involved with this, get a hold of one of these fine people or get on the Facebook page, Paragon
It's on
Homecoming.
Facebook. Yep.
Hit them up, send them a message, and they will direct you in. If you want to be involved with the parade, show up between 5 now and 5:59. Which, you know what? If it was back in 79, I'd show up there on my old Huffy with the Walter Payton card stuck in the spoke,
Yep.
which I still can't believe I used to do that. So, yeah.
I seen that the other day. It's coming back. I seen that the other day.
Really?
I did. I seen that the other day.
Cards in the
card
spokes.
stuck in the spoke. Yeah, making the,
You know how much money we tossed?
We-
the
We
cards.
always put aluminum cans.
Yep.
in ours.
crushed them and stuck them.
You guys were smarter than us. We were throwing away thousands. You're throwing away cents. So
Yeah.
get a hold of one of these fine people and support this. It's a good deal down there. And of course, stop by the Paragon Speedway. That place is sitting here looking phenomenal.
You will be impressed.
Yeah, it's not your grandpa's Speedway anymore. It's seriously upgraded, and Mr. Woodard is doing a lot of good. And I threatened this. I'm gonna get him on the show if I can ever pin him down. I've talked to him a few times.
He's a busy man.
They are very busy.
He's probably will be after the season, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
But then work our way towards next year when we can go down there and maybe cover some live action at Paragon Speedway.
Yeah, they did the St. Jude's event last night there, and as your brother,
$40,000.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that's great.
I got to ask this here before we get out. Are you the only one that does the sponsors, goes after them? Because you're hired if that's the case. Because I mean, there is. I mean, this is 98% sponsors, and I mean, you get after it. I just think
I told you they see me coming. It's that McFarland girl vibe.
That is phenomenal.
There are a couple more, but not like Heather. Like she said, they lock the door when they see her.
Yeah, see, that's like Bethany for us.
And she'll stick a card in the door, or if she can pick that lock, she's going in.
I see you hiding in there.
That is amazing. Is this all of your board? Heather, David, Morris, Rick, Mary, Gloria, Kitna, and Michael.
Yes.
That's it.
Short, small board. Yep. There you go. And needed, that's for sure. All right, guys. Anything else you want to add or say, or anything we missed?
Appreciate you having us here.
Anytime, you know that.
Yep.
It was about May when you sent me that first.
That's right.
We come back on, it's like, you can. I love having you guys on.
You got to ask early, just in case.
She said pushy.
Yeah, well, I am. Like I told you, we start on, this is no joke, and I'm sure like you said, from being on any of that stuff, we will start next year's festival October, so
people do not understand it is a year-round event for those involved.
It is. And by January, I'll start hitting up all those sponsors again. Hey, would you like to sponsor? Or how about the book? Or
come down. Come down any day. We'll get you a fish sandwich. But if you come on Sunday, I bet you we'd make those chicken noodles happen. Some mashed potatoes.
And didn't you say there's going to be chicken noodles?
On Sunday.
On Sunday.
See, now you got me coming down there 2 days in a row. I'm not missing Saturday morning. I'm going to do what I got to do. If I have to work 90 hours that week to get there Saturday morning, I will, because I got to see this guy in a race car on a
Power wheel.
Power wheel, yeah. I didn't know, so that's a surprise for me. I'm excited now, too.
I heard them talking about it a year ago that they were going to add that class, and the guy that was adding the class said, and you will have a power wheel to drive.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Maybe I can get Mike in one.
Yeah. Now, see,
so they're not far from the firehouse where the rescue squad's at, so that'll be nice.
See, but here I'm going to try to gingerly do this when they talk about needing new events at the fair. Could you imagine an adult Power Wheel contest with elected officials and business people?
That would be fun.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be
very fun.
Yeah. So
Tom, I think that's
they used to do that with the dunk tank. All the elected officials. Yeah. But that's kind of went by the wayside.
Yeah. Well, I found something out that we had the 4-H kids in here this past week, and Rena Sheldon, who I've never met her. She's phenomenal.
Super.
From Purdue Extension Office.
Yep.
And the 4-H kids are just incredible. Yep. And I was asking, where's the calf scramble in the hog wrestling? Can't do it anymore. I'm like, what? They only did that for 100 years.
With greased pig.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Can't do it.
No, can't do it. Too close to cutting the line there, right?
I'm like, it's probably one of the individual's pigs that's wrestling. It's going to market.
Well taken care of.
So I mean, it's going to be wrapped in an Eckrich wrapper here within a month.
Yeah.
And you're worried about what?
Yeah, exactly.
So I shake my head at that because that's the fun stuff. The calf scramble, the hog wrestling, the greased pig, all that stuff.
And the calf scramble a lot of times had kids that couldn't afford to go out and buy a calf. They would get in there and they would have a calf to show the next year.
Yeah.
It did a lot of good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun stuff like that.
Yeah.
We miss the good old days.
We do.
What
We
the
do.
heck happened?
Come to Paragon.
Yes.
Come to homecoming. We'll still have some good old days.
We're gonna do a calf scramble one way or another. I don't say that because Pete will be down there knocking on your door.
There usually is one or two out roaming you have to try to catch, they get out.
Yeah, it was an accident. It ran to the arena.
We're just trying to catch it.
Right. Well, guys, thanks as always coming in. You know you're always welcome each and every year when you do this. Appreciate what you do. Like I said, in my heart, it's what keeps this country going and keeps it great. And we need more of it. So
Yep.
we will see you. It's unbelievable.
2 weeks.
September 2nd.
Yep.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. And thanks for coming in. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.